Hi, it's Julie. Welcome to my channel. I am Scrappin' Happy. I have finished. And I used everything. I used actually everything except 2 or 3 paper clips. This, which, I could find a place to put that. And one, let me see if I can find it. One little bitty punch out. Well, it's not real little. It's probably 1.5 inches, 2 inches. Anyway, that's the first time I've ever done that. I'm very excited. Because usually there's just and there was the same amount. There's so much stuff I can't possibly use it all. But I just kept going back through and adding to it. Anyway, this is my design team project for Cheaply Chic. It's the February collection called Grace. It comes as a finished book and then a whole pile of things to decorate or embellish your book with. It's got fibers and gold paper clips and book pages and scrapbook paper that coordinates with what she used to put the book together. There's just endless. It's endless what you can do with the stuff she sends. And if I'm not mistaken, you can actually, there's an add-on kit for more stuff if you actually, I don't know how in the world I would find a place for more stuff, but tons and tons. So anyway, let me just finish, and I'm so excited. The theme is grace, which, several things come to mind. The fact that I'm clumsy is the first thing that comes to mind, because Grace was my nickname as a child. Anyway, but it's got a lot of fairy ephemera, cards, playing cards, things. I'll show you. But I just thought that was kind of adorable. And I had a little bit of fairy stuff left over from a kit I have done, or a book I have done in the past. So I had a little bit of stuff to add to it. So almost everything in here came from the kit. If not, I'll let you know. But it comes with an Edith Holden page. I don't know if every month does, but the last 2 have. And they've got the alteration tags, time cards, all kinds of really cool, and then also blank tags. And this is a little page, a little bitty piece of this that I cut off, and I just couldn't bear to toss it or even put it in the scrap pile, because there's just something almost, I don't want to say sacred, but so special to me about an Edith Holden page. The paper is so beautiful, and her illustrations are amazing, and I just had to stick this in here. This is a little seed packet from like the 40s. And this, I did a video showing this earlier in my life, how to make little pockets out of a big pocket, if that makes sense. I had this. It's from Nevermore Creation 17 Fairy Lights. I just had the 1 page left, and she was so beautiful, she had to go in there. And I don't know if you can see this. It's really almost invisible. But there's a little pink rectangle. This is the negative space of a sticker. And I channeled my inner dear Julie and used the negative space. This woman throws away nothing, and I watch her religiously, and I keep thinking, why can't I do that? Why don't I do that? Why didn't I think of that? Well, okay, so I did it. And it's just get you a little special, you can't even see it. It's white with a tiny pink little lines outlining a rectangle, but that's going to be a little special place to journal. Anyway, greeting card, which I had to cut down a little bit on that side so that it would fit. A little glassine bag, another piece of the Edith Holden that I, couldn't part with. A very cool postcard. Fibers that came in the kit, which are gorgeous. The color combination is just gorgeous. This I cut off of one of the book pages, and look, this is cute too. I remember having some of these when I was a kid. I'm very old. I'm old enough to be possibly, well, not her mother, but I could definitely be Cheaply Chic's older sister. And we had these when I was a kid. We ordered stuff from Current, and it was stationery and really cool. And you had to fill out the order form and get your mom to mail a check and wait on it to come in the mail. It was very cool. This little thing came in the kit. I adore it. I was thinking about and I probably have a tiny fairy I could cut out where she looks like she's actually in the jar, but I haven't done that yet. Paper clip. This is some fairy fabric I had. Oh, this right here. I absolutely stole that idea. I mean, I'm not even pretending to, I stole it. See this? I was watching, just in the last couple or 3 days, or at least in the last week, I was watching Lynette at Cheaply Chic do one of her Christmas pages, and she did that with red, and it was so cute. And why hadn't I thought of this? Kind of one of those things. So there's this throughout, and it's adorable. And you can see where I did it for green, and I did it for blue and pink and brown. But I just thought that was so cute. So that's on this little, not sure if it was an envelope or what this actually is. And then this was off of one of the book pages, and the little poem that went with it. And I just thought it was so sweet. And so I wanted to keep the poem that went with the little fairy. And this is this really cool paper. I don't even know what it is. But it's folded in half, so you could, use it as a pocket, but it's really thin, so I'm not going to. And I've decided I'm going to use this as a word study on the word grace, because there's so many things that means to me, and so many areas of my life that grace has been huge in my life, all my life. And it's just such a beautiful word. And so I'm going to, do what I do and overthink it and overkill it and all that. But lots of grace and what it means and what it should mean and what it doesn't mean, kind of thing. So anyway, I thought that'd be fun. Glassine bag and she beautiful. She came, and this is some of the fibers. This came in the kit. And I love this little, it's like a coin envelope, I guess. And I just stuck it to the back of the flap of the envelope. Little tags and little, I think it's like a coat check. I think it's a coat check tag. And I put one of my little fairies on there. There were 2 6x6 scrapbook papers that come in the kit that coordinate or from the paper pad that she uses to make the cover. I thought it was really pretty, so I made some little tags, and here's an envelope that was too wide, too big, so I moved the fold line. Here's the flap of the envelope. I just moved it over probably, I don't know, is that half an inch? I don't think it's quite an inch, but it's not. Anyway, I moved it over with my scoreboard so that I could fit it in here, and this is one of the book pages from the kit, and I thought it was so pretty, and the colors were, I mean, it's so beautiful and soothing to look at the colors together. And here, it's another piece of the scrapbook paper that came in the kit. This was the book page, and it's about this size. It's a small rectangle book, and plants, and I actually have the book somewhere, but a page of it came, and so I made a pocket, and then a time card, which, you know, I am old enough to have punched a time card. Ooh, yeah. The center, which I don't know yet what I'll do, but something fabulous. That's always my plan anyway, something fabulous. And this was a book page that was folded in, but it didn't fit the page, so I just moved the folds with the scoreboard, and that way I made it this size. So and then I put paper. I kept the pictures because I thought they were pretty and I liked them, but I put paper so I could write my epistle on the word grace. And then on this side as well, put some paper. But I got tickled at this picture. It's a snake plant. I'm not sure why they call it that, but it's really cool. And I've seen these before, but it's also a snake plant or a mother-in-law's tongue, which I think is hysterical, especially since I'm a mother-in-law. I'm a good mother-in-law, though. Just ask me, I'll tell you. Anyway, and this, like I said, it's like a tissue-y paper, like maybe you would get food wrapped in or something. But I thought it would be really neat to write on that. So that's why I didn't do anything to it. I'm going to use it to write. And here's the other piece of that pocket from back here. Just put it on the flap. And then add a little card off of some packaging and put a piece of my fairy fabric on there. And the front is kind of slick, but the back is not. So I figure I could write on that. If not, I'll just glue a piece of paper to it. But I think it'll be writable. And this is a piece of security envelope turned inside out. And another little fairy from that fabric. And these things here are, she's brandishing her wand, and these are the little magic things. Piece of packaging. Oops. Put some lines on the back so I could write on the back because it was slick. And then I thought that would be nice to have. And then, so it's a pocket. It's actually two pockets. I didn't glue it all the way down. And then here's another one of those little tags. And that fabulous fibers. Another of my stolen stencils. And this is a poem that goes with one of the other little fairies out of a book somewhere. But I liked it. And so I added it like a tip in. And this is a bag, or not a bag, like an envelope. So I tucked the flap inside, and then I just glued it down for writing space, because it was, one, it's slick, and two, it had words on it. So more writing. this is the other side of the glassine bag, and this is a cutoff from something. Thought I would use it if I needed it. I'm not sure. And then I think this is just oh yeah, this is the tissue paper. It's pink. I don't know if you can. I'm looking in my viewfinder. It doesn't look like anything to me, but it's a baby pale pink, and that's what the book was wrapped in when it came in the mail. So I try to keep and use the tissue just because I think it's cool. And then this is a little playing card with a fairy on it, a flashcard, some craft on the back, a little brad, and then some of the fibers. And then look at this paper clip. Well, wait. Here we go. It's a button. Isn't she adorable? I got these at Joann. I just think they're so cute. But she likes to turn flips, so you have to watch her. Isn't she cute? And then another flip out. And then this is the letter that comes with the collection from Lynette. And then a little glassine bag with some more tags in it. And, oops, and in the back it's got a security envelope flipped inside out. And then, I think I showed you this in the last video, but these came in the kit, just labels, and so I inked them with pink, brown, and old paper, I think. Let's see. Yeah, old paper, which is kind of a greenish khaki. It's fabulous. It's one of my favorite colors of all the colors, but it's a very subtle. So anyway, and then I went back a while ago with my handy dandy stencil and put stencils on each of them. So, and then throughout, if I have a story that I write about, Grace, or how it worked in my life, or a definition or something, I can use these throughout. I thought this was really cool. And then the last thing is this little book. And there's another fairy paper clip. This book page that came in the kit with pretty plants. And I mean, I don't have a green thumb. I really don't even have a brown thumb. My plants, they just look at me and run, screaming. They know they're gonna die. I kill everything, but I don't do it on purpose. So I don't know, but I do think they're pretty. So I thought I'd put that in there. And if I use up all this writing space, I can always cover the words with paper and write some more if I need to. But I thought that was cute. And I like the little paper clip. Okay, I think that's it. So once I get some writing done, I will come back and show you, how, because a lot of times I see things like this and someone will say what they're going to use it for, but I can't envision it. So sometimes it just helps to actually see one that's actually a working journal. So not that you want to, hear my opinions on things, but just to take a little peek and see how things are going. So anyway, that is that, and I appreciate it. And Lynette, thank you so much. I love it. I just love you, and I love the letter you wrote, and it spoke to me, and you know, I thank you. Appreciate you a lot. All right, guys, y'all have a good day. Thank you.